Well, I think one thing that's important to realize is it's not just one organization. It's FEMA, it's the whole of government. In fact, it's the whole of community. It's the whole of community comes together during this time of disasters. After Hurricane Harvey, we saw a large outpouring of the entire community to help during the response. We saw the same thing that happened in Florida, in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the British Virgin Islands, in Puerto Rico. We're seeing the whole community come together, and that's what's going to be necessary for the recovery as we start to move forward to the recovery stage. I actually need the entire community. You need FEMA, and the one thing that FEMA can do is give you some assistance. Everybody, both in Florida, Puerto Rico, Texas, as well as in the U.S. Virgin Islands, should register for help at disasterassistance.gov, 1-800-621-FEMA, and that's the first step. And once they register, then they can get into the system, and then they can find help for the survivors. We like to call people survivors versus victims. Victims are unfortunately the people that pass away. And the survivors can help themselves and see neighbors helping neighbors. And I think that's important to realize that then you see the faith-based community that can come in and help, the nonprofit agencies such as the Red Cross, the Salvation Army, the Team Rubicons, and seeing how the business community can come in and help. After the first 100 days, that's when it's going to become even more challenging for folks, because what we're going to see after that is people start to get out of their routines, and trying to accept that new normal and adjust to the new normal is difficult, because just simple things like how they used to drive has changed, how they used to do their daily routine has changed. And that puts stresses on families, that puts stresses on individuals. And we actually see an increase over a period of time in domestic abuse. We see an increase in child abuse. We see an increase in suicides. So what we encourage people to do is, one of the most important services they can get is some counseling and the ability to talk to somebody, whether it's family, whether it's church, whether it's counseling from professionals, or just somebody giving a listening ear, because it's an extremely stressful time. Having that aid through the whole community is going to help rebuild these communities over a period of time. Thank you. Thank you.